What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Bandai Ultra action figure Ultraman Trigger Truth. And he's got some weapons. That's right. That's very interesting. He's got 3 weapons for 3 different versions of Trigger, which is cool. Which is very, very, very cool. Something a little bit different from the Ultra action figure line, and I like it. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here's Trigger Truth out of the packaging. And if you've never seen these guys, they're pretty cool, except there's screw holes in the back and barely any paint, although you do get the silver here and up here, usually on the head to keep it going. And you got some silver and gold over here. Silver and gold. These are done on a pretty generic body, but then they're painted over and, you know, sculpted over a little bit, which is always cool. I do like it. You always get these feet like so, which are fine. Then again, you have the silver and gold paint here, which goes to the back. That's awesome. Usually you don't get that, but that is really good, and it's really painted nicely on both sides. Really cool sculpt. I do like it. Now, you get red paint here that's actually not painted so thickly. You can see right through it on the legs, which is weird. I think that's very strange, guys. Usually that doesn't happen, but it happened here. The base is purple, so they needed to paint that better. That's a weird one. You usually don't get that. And then you get the black here, which is kind of hard to see a little bit on the purple as well. Just to note, the body here looks pretty good. The silver, the black, the red again needs another coat, but it sort of works. This is a chest plate, so that's going to be fine. You got silver and gold again. And then you got this color here, which is like kind of like a gunmetal. You know, it stops there, that paint. Again, you do have the silver going to the back, so that's good. Then on the arms, you got red and black over there, and the silver. Again, the red everywhere. It just does not look good. The silver and gold, again, over here look good. The hands are just done in gray plastic. The other side looks all right too. You have the color timer in the middle in a nice metallic blue with silver around it, and that looks good. And the head sculpt, again, silver and gold, and the black over here is a little messed up on mine. On the other side, it looks good. The eyes are just done in kind of like an eggshell color. You do have a kind of like a periwinkle blue for his head jewel. I do like the shape of his head. And I love the very metal look around his eyes. I think that paint is, you know, again, on that side it's not so good, but on that side it looks pretty cool. And I do like that look. I think it looks really cool. It's very metal. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. The red is bad, which is like the worst I've ever seen one of these, and that's a little shocking, I have to say. It's a little bit shocking, but proportions are decent. And articulation on this guy, they're slightly less than a figure. His head moves okay. You get nothing in the body. You get hinge swivel at the shoulder. You get bicep swivel. You get a deep hinge here at the wrist. You get swivel at the that's an elbow. Swivel at the wrists, and you get 2 fingers rotating, hinge on 2 separate joints. You know, 2 fingers. Legs, split that much, kicks forward, doesn't really go back, doesn't really turn there. Single jointed knee, but it's pretty deep. See how that's cut over here? So it could go pretty deep. That's pretty good. And then the feet can turn around. They're on these like little ball joints here. So, you know, it's not the greatest articulation, but it's not the worst either. I'd say it's a little bit better than a basic figure, but definitely less than a super articulated figure. So while this guy's paint is unfortunately lacking, he does come with weapons. 3 different versions of this thing. Got like a crossbow version. As you can see, you got metallic purple paint on top of the white, which looks really nice. And then this part is done okay, sculpt-wise. That's the double. This is the more blade-looking version. That looks pretty cool. And then you got this kind of like a claw or scissor. And that looks okay. These look like feathers almost. I didn't get far enough in the series for these. But as you can see, Trigger Truth is holding that one, and then the other 2 versions of Trigger are holding the other one. So you can do whatever you want. But, you know, it's pretty cool. And I don't have the other figures handy. I don't know where they are. They might still be in a box in my apartment. But you can hold them. And any of these guys should be able to hold them fine. Like so. I like that. And like that. Oh, I think this goes this way. This is the trigger in there. Get it? Trigger? Hey! So yeah. I mean, they're going to come loose depending on if the hands are looser or not. But he holds them. And any of these guys should. And for your size comparisons, here is Trigger Truth with a bunch of other Ultra figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, it's a mixed bag. I do like the weapons, that's a nice surprise. But, you know, the figure could be painted better. And I don't really say that a lot about the Ultra Action line. It's usually really, really solid. Of course, yeah, you don't get paint on the back, but that's a given. I know that already. I still like the line a lot. But to see paint blemishes, that's odd. That's odd to me. You know, it usually does not happen. The design is really nice. No, I won't be trying to get an SHF of this. You know, limiting my SHFs to really ones that I like, I think. I'm fully in on this line, but, you know, when it comes to the more expensive ones, I'm going to be picking and choosing more often than not. So I'm still happy with this as representation of Trigger Truth, and I'm glad to be playing with those weapons because those are pretty cool. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And please like, comment, subscribe, share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Until next time, peace and peace.